Welcome back. This is video 4 in the Run Club video series. Today we're going to talk about a little thing called ankles, shins, and knees. But we'll get into that in a moment. First, we're going to run through relatively quickly the 5 different movements we've learned so far. If this is the first time or the first video you're seeing, you need to go back, start with video 1 and watch all of them. Because I'm going to be going through these next movements relatively quickly. So before I start the movement, one thing I do want to emphasize is that position we're looking for our leg. We want that quad parallel to the ground, toe up at the top of the movement. This is for all these exercises. So this is the position you're shooting for. From there, let's go ahead and start with marches. And then as we're marching, we're going to march in place to start moving forward. All we do is lean forward at the ankle slightly, and then our body will automatically move forward on its own. So starting with the march, remember that midfoot strike. Start moving forward, I just lean forward at the ankles. And here we go. Okay, next we're going to go into our load and lifts. Find your support. Load that front leg. Lift up. Load. Lift up. Remember, full extension of that bottom foot. From load and lift, then we'll start our leg cycles. Top position. Toe up, balance into the glass, holding the bucket. Second position, through, reset. Then from there, we're going to go into our sprinter start. Sprinter start is the load and lift, just with no support. So first thing you're going to do is find your balance, load that front leg. Now you don't have to come off the ground, and you can use that rear toe for balance if you need to. Either way is fine. From the sprinter start, we're going to progress into the single leg box jump. Almost the same movement, but now we're exploding off the ground, landing on an elevated surface. And from there, follow me over this way. Now we're going to start ankles, shins, and knees. This is a cyclical running pattern. So we're going to start running, and the first one, ankles. Imagine you have little hurdles that you're stepping over that are ankle high. And I'll demonstrate this in a moment. Once we move on to shins, same thing. Imagine you're stepping over shin high hurdles, and knees, it's the same. So your knees are going to get higher and higher with through each of the movements. So I'm going to show you ankles first. Okay, remember, keep those feet nice and close to the ground as we're doing this. So we're just cycling through. Little ankle height hurdles. Midfoot strike. Now when you're practicing this on your own, you want a stretch of about 40 yards or so. 30, 40 yards is fine for each of these movements. I'm condensing it right now for time purposes. Then we're going to go into shins, so slightly higher. Same motion though. Midfoot strike. And then third movement is knees. This one is going to feel exaggerated compared to your normal running movement. And it's supposed to feel that way. So then we'll go into knees. Midfoot strike. Nice high knees. So, that will be now the final movement in this little warm-up circuit. So, the warm-up circuit is getting longer and longer. Starting out with marches. 30 to 60 seconds of marches. Then we're going into load and lift, leg cycles, sprinter start, single leg box jump. All of those we're doing 8 to 10 repetitions each leg. From there you go into ankles, shins, knees. Do one each. Like I said, we're going for about 40 yards. One each of those. Now you've completed that entire circuit, and you want to do as many circuits as you can at a comfortable pace. It's not a workout, at a comfortable pace as many circuits as you can complete in 20 minutes for your warm-up. And then what we'll do, oh, I forgot one thing. The final part of the warm-up is to actually do your 200-meter lap, putting all of this into application. So let me go ahead and do my laps, and we'll talk a little bit after that. Okay, so that was 2 quick laps. The first lap was definitely a little bit slower. The second lap I added some speed, but notice I was never sprinting. I was never even coming close to race pace. Right now, again, everything is a warm-up, so it should be slow and comfortable. Even when you add a little bit of speed, you should not be pushing yourself. This is just to get used to the new movement patterns. So, recap. Marches, load and lift, leg cycles, single leg box jump. I'm sorry. Sprinter start, then single leg box jump. Then we're going into ankles, shins, knees, and then we're doing our quick lap, our 200-meter lap. Start out very slow, concentrate on the movement pattern. You can speed up a little bit the more circuits you go through. Cap this off at 20 minutes, you should be ready for your run. So until next time, that's it for now. Happy trails.